About as rare a sight as one may find. Rain falling here at Dodger Stadium in Los Angeles. Today, getaway day, the finale of this four-game set between the New York Mets and the Los Angeles Dodgers. It's time for Dodger baseball. Next. Miguel Sargent will be on the mound for the boys in blue. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, you take a look right here. Right-handed hitters are hitting less than 250 against him. He's had his way with him.
Asdrubal Cabrera makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Shortstop, Asdrubal Cabrera.
And underway now from Dodger Stadium as the first pitch of the afternoon misses for ball one. Eric, your Dodger ball club, as they enter play here this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
And it hasn't been the best start to this series for them either, or for the homestand for that one. They're going to need to come up with something here to try and salvage at least one game in this 4-game series.
With that, here are Terry Collins' New York Mets. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Yeah, you know, I think these guys need Lucas Duda to snap out of the funk he's been in. Coming off a terrible month at the plate in which he hit less than 200. Hopefully turning the page on the calendar will help snap him out of this slump.
Juan Lagares will stand in. He, too, had 3 hits in the win last night.
Well, he's had 7 RBIs in his last 10 games, so he is producing runs, and he had another good one yesterday.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Yeah, that's a nice job right there. After the pop-up to start the ball game, he's sitting all over this one, and they'll have their first base runner here with 1 away.
Standing in now, Robert Vinson. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Oh, and a fine play there as he ranges back to put this one away. Not an easy play by any means, and there are 2 gone.
Wow, tough play.
And with a quick breather here, let's look at how the Dodgers align on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, this defense really revolves around the catcher. Very good back there, blocks a lot of the balls, guides that pitching staff. Really the most important guy on this defense.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Here's the 0-1. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Mets strand 1. And now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. Steve Matson gets the ball for the Mets in this one. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, Matty, in his last start, he went 6 innings. Didn't have a favorable outcome, ended up taking the loss, but he was relatively decent. He'll look to build on that here.
Yonder Alonso comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Left fielder, Yonder Alonso.
And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. These Mets, EK, as they take the field here today, now they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
And they've got themselves a pretty good-sized lead in the division coming into play. Certainly not out of reach yet, but they've got to be pretty comfortable with where they're sitting at this point in the year.
Might have jammed him a little there as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. Time now to check out how the hometown Dodgers line up in this one. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, I think the guy to watch is Matt Kemp. He currently leads the National League in batting average, and a big reason for that is the approach he takes to the plate. He's patient enough to wait for his pitch and aggressive enough to crush it if it's there. He's been a lot of fun to watch this year.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. The rain, as we've mentioned, coming down fairly steadily here at game time. EK, how'd you like playing in the rain?
It wasn't that bad. The only problem, sometimes up at the plate, batting gloves would get wet while it was raining. It made it a little difficult to hit.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Bases are empty, one man out. Hot shot to third. Padilla scoops it up. In time to first, and there are two away. And with that, let's take a look at the defense for the New York Mets. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, Asdrubal Cabrera is a show-stopping, acrobatic shortstop that dazzles fans with incredible plays on a regular basis. Look out for him to make some great plays on defense in this one.
Matt Kemp will stand in now as the National League's leading hitter entering play.
And he has a top 5 slugging percentage as well, so there's a lot of extra base hits to go along with that stellar average.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. There you see the league leaders in hitting we touched on a moment ago. Now the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
Yeah, Jerry seems to call a really good game back there, Matt. It's pretty rare that you see anyone too overly displeased with his zone.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
And if there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Now, that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Grounded back up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
I tell you, when you're on a hot streak like this guy's been on, everything you touch turns to gold. I mean, this is not a particularly great swing. It's not hit hard at all, but sure enough, it finds a hole, and that average, it'll climb a few more points.
Hanley Ramirez will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Well, his batting average is ugly, and his last 10 games have been ugly. Just 2 hits in his last 10.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one. You have to figure that sinker's going to be an important pitch for him here this afternoon.
No question about it. Obviously, it's his ground ball pitch, so if you're a hitter...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. 1 left for L.A. After 1, no score. Basil Padilla will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
Into the seats, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
That's a pitch that you got to stay on top of, or else it'll take off on you just like that one did.
He's fallen behind now. 3-1.
All right. Straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
And a great location that time on the corner. 3-2 now.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Inside as he nearly got him, and it's ball 4.
Batting sixth, catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
Travis d'Arnaud gets his first shot here with a man on following the leadoff walk.
And you know, guys, we talk about it all the time. Leadoff walks are so dangerous, and we'll see if they can take advantage of this one.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Kemp looking up. And this one is gone. A home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center as the Mets are out in front now, 2-0.
Well, you can hang part of the blame for this one on the leadoff walk, but I suppose you could also hang some of the blame on the fact that this pitch is right in his wheelhouse. He makes sure he doesn't miss it.
Batting seventh, second.
Here's Neil Walker.
Neil Walker.
As he'll pop this one fouled off to the left, and it's strike 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss as Walker's in a hole here. No balls and 2 strikes. Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Calling for it, Chavis. And that's the first out of the inning.
Batting eighth, left fielder, Trey Kearney.
Trey Kearney will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
You know a guy throws hard when his changeup's at 89.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
You know, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Wow, a real sharp break to this thing. It's a slider, and he starts it out over the middle of the plate. Now, the hitter thinks he's got something that he can handle, and then this thing just makes a beeline right for his hands. That is a tough pitch.
Into the box now, Steve Mattson. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. Takes this the other way to right, and he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. So now time will be called as we're going to get a visit from the pitching coach here as he'll hope to settle his guy down. Asdrubal Cabrera is into the box for his second at-bat. He popped out into foul territory his first time up.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
Chop foul right at home plate at strike one. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Pena has got it, and the side is retired. But the Mets do strike for two, both coming on this two-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number two. It's now 2-0 New York. Joel Pena will lead things off here as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 due up to start the home second.
Pena.
A shot down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Down 2-0 here early. They get the leadoff man on to start the second. We'll see how they want to play things from here.
Earl Unger will get his first shot at it here, and he's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. Nobody out, runner on first. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike, 0-2.
And this is what you like to see, especially coming off of a loss in his last start. These first couple innings, he's coming right after guys.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. And that misses 2-2. A runner at first with no outs here. On the ground up the middle. He'll go to the bag for one. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Batting 7, catcher, A.J. Ellis.
A.J. Ellis gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Too high, 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Drilled to the right side. Walker's got it. Throw gets him there from short right field. A nice play, and that one ends the inning. Dodgers go down quietly. They're still down. It's 2-0. Juan Lagares is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Into the windup and the pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. This is line to left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Well, this is already a 2-0 game, and now the leadoff man's on again here to start the third. We've got a chance now to really open things up early and build up a nice, comfortable lead.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Robert Vinson. He flew out in his last at-bat. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. A lot of pitches up in the zone here early on.
And that's not the worst thing in the world at this place, but you've got to pick your spots.
The 0-1. Smoked on the ground left side. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
And these guys would like nothing more than to add on to their 2-run lead. Back-to-back hits have them in business to do just that.
Settling in now, Lucas Duda. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
First delivery to him on the way. Fouled back. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. First and second here with nobody out. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
And that curveball still hasn't shown up yet. It's normally a real good pitch for him, but it hasn't served him well at all so far.
None out, runners at first and second. Lifted in the air to right field. Chavis sprinting after it, but he won't get there. It falls in. The run scores from second. The relay, but he'll get in there with an RBI double.
Well, he gives this ball a pretty good ride. No shot to get this one, as it's going to wind up hitting on the track and one hop in the wall out there. He's going to wind up pulling into second with an RBI double.
Into the box, Basil Padilla. Swing and a liner, but this will be a foul ball. Runners at second and third here, nobody out. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Kemp has a read on it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And he is safe at the plate. It's now a 4-0 game.
Good work there to pick up that second run of the inning. He just gets the ball airborne, and it's plenty deep enough to pick up the RBI.
Ready to take his hacks again, Travis d'Arnaud, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Remember that he hit a changeup, so it will be interesting right here to see if they just stick with hard stuff.
And that's waved at and missed for strike one. That pitch count, as you see, already standing at 41.
And you don't need Eric or I to tell you about that. That's way too many this early.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike two. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
Well, you know, anytime a guy takes you deep, you can bet that you're going to want to come right back and strike him out the next time up there. And here he does just that, and he does it on 3 pitches, too. Boy, that didn't take long.
Here's Neil Walker, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Mets are out on top, 4-0. Tony Chavis digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
To first, Duda's up with it, and he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
Boy, I think they'll take this kind of play all day long. You get a guy to chase out of the strike zone, and on the very first pitch, no less. And that's an easy out, number 1.
In now, Miguel Sargent. Lays off 1-0. That's by him for strike one. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Walker has it. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now these infielders have been busy early on, and that's another ground ball out for them. Probably not going to be the last one we see either.
Yonder Alonso will stand in here. He was set down on strikes to start the home first.
Yeah, as bad as he looked on that breaking ball, his first at-bat, he's going to see nothing but breaking balls in this one.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. And a sinker's in there for a called strike, and he forges ahead 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. They trail here 4-0. Trey Kearney is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Alonso has a beat on it, 1 out.
He's just trying to get a fastball in there to start the inning.
Matson.
Ball winds up getting hit pretty well, but not well enough to do any damage. It's a one-pitch out.
Steve Matson is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip.
Well, and everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
First pitch of the at-bat. Sent on the ground out to second. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the fourth.
The shortstop, number 13, Asdrubal Cabrera.
Asdrubal Cabrera will stand in for the 3rd time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Not his best effort that time. It's strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Oh, that one got the pitcher. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Oh, you talk about being comfortable at the plate. That's the way he's feeling it right now. 9 straight games with that base hit now.
Juan Lagares digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Hit the other way out toward right field. Chavis giving chase, and that ends the inning. Mets leave 1. They lead it 4-0. Leading off the inning, Alex Guerrero. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
That's yanked into the stands, strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Swing and a little tapper. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The center fielder, number 27, Matt Kemp.
Striding into the box, Matt Kemp. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch on its way. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Boy, we're more than halfway through this game, and he's thrown a first pitch strike to 70% of the batters he's faced, so he's pitching very, very well right now.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. Late making contact on that swing, and we'll do it again on 1-2. Liner towards second, but there to take this one is the second baseman, and that's out number 2.
Boy, and he's come out with a plan against these hitters, and he's executed that plan to perfection here early on. That's 7 in a row now he's set down.
Hanley Ramirez will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike 1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the Dodgers thus far. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Ready on 1-2. And another foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Chopped weakly to the left. Cabrera comes up with it, and they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Well, much easier to do in retrospect, but you almost wonder if he would have been better served to let this ball go and see if it would have gone foul. There's no guarantees it would have, but that was always going to be a tough play anyway.
Stepping in now, Joel Pena. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Here's the 0-2. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. A runner on first with 2 away. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Dodgers leave 1. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Robert Vinson heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. First offering on its way. And he'll try and crowd him there with a fastball to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
I doubt he wanted to get in quite so tight with the hard stuff there, but hey, this is a guy with good opposite field power, so you don't want to just give him free rein to lean out over the plate.
Hit on the ground to short. Ramirez is up with it, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
First baseman number 21, Lucas Duda.
Lucas Duda stands in, looking to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Here comes the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. High strikes, probably not on the docket for placement.
You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine, but you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of working up there with your secondary pitches.
4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
to 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He's hoping to just run that heater by him. So he's ramped up the velocity here the last 2 pitches.
Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Well, it looked like he had things in control to start him out. Now he's running from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last one wasn't even close.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Pena moving to his right, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, third baseman, Basil Padilla.
Basil Padilla will stand in. He drove in a run with a sac fly his last time. Lifted the other way to left center. Alonso is in his tracks now, and he will put it away to retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3, but they're in front 4-0. Earl Unger will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Just missing here, 2-0.
This is a good approach when you're facing a pitcher you're not too familiar with. But take a look at a few and see what he's got.
Three and 0 now.
And that questionable call on the previous pitch, it really changes the at-bat because he doesn't want to just lay one in there on 2-0. Now it's 3-0, and the tide is not working in his favor.
And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Tap fouled at home plate. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And the sinking fastball, called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
And sometimes this is all you have to do. Throw a ton of strikes and keep the ball in the yard. It's worked for him so far.
A.J. Ellis stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. A little bouncer. Foul ball, however, strike 1. Grounded up the first baseline. Duda's got it, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
Up next for the Dodgers, right fielder, Tony Chavis.
Stepping in, Tony Chavis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. 2 out, nobody on. Squared that one up just a little late. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Dodgers down in order. They're down 4-0. Joaquin Douglas will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
Joaquin Douglas.
Travis d'Arnaud will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. And now some action in that Dodger bullpen as a left-hander has begun to get loose. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. Pitch on the way. In for a strike. It's 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, second baseman, Neil
And you can
Walker.
see what they're trying to do on show track. In, and in. Well, he finally gets him to pop something up here.
Here's Neil Walker as he'll go after the first pitch and send a ground ball down to third. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Trey Kearney.
Trey Kearney will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. He's set. Here it comes. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Too high, and it's 3-0. Figure he's taken now on the 3-ball count.
Maybe even taking 2.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that misses, ball 4, and now the Mets have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Yeah, that's pretty clearly a pitch around. They didn't want any part of him. With the bases empty and 2 outs, a walk's not the worst thing in the world.
Steve Matson will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
First pitch fastball in on the fists for ball 1.
That rain is really coming down now. That's as hard as it's been all afternoon.
Here comes the 1-0. Hit well on the ground to first. And as it turns out, the two-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Mets strand one, but they... And a first pitch sinker is over for strike one.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
Outside for a ball, 1-1.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. Now, you don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
Boy, when you're starving for offense, this is a huge break. They get the leadoff man on here to start the inning, and maybe getting this pitcher into his stretch might just jumpstart that offense.
Yonder Alonso, ready to take another shot, went down on strikes his last time up.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him on just 3 pitches.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike one.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
Outside for a ball, 1-1.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. Now, you don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Nobody out, runner on first. Again, he sends it out of play. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit hard to short. Cabrera's up with it to Walker for 1. On to first, and they get Alonso as well. A double play.
Well, that's just made to order right there. 2 hops to short, easy pivot, not a lot of heat at second base. That's just a pretty routine double play.
Alex Guerrero will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
And a curveball to begin the at-bat, 0-1. Fair to say things are not going as planned in that third base dugout.
Well, this is just an afternoon to forget for that man right there.
Called strike, 0-2.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
2 out, nobody on. Just a touch outside, 1-2.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hit hard up the middle. And that's through for his first base hit in this one.
A good job there making a 2-strike adjustment. Very compact there. He uses the middle of the field, and this just finds its way into center for a base hit.
So here's Matt Kemp now. Runners off for second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
And when you're still searching for your first extra base hit of the game, this will work as a nice substitute. He's into second with the old single and a stolen base routine.
Oh, and 2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike. I'll tell you, he's been living on that corner all afternoon.
And you can tell guys at the plate, they're starting to get frustrated. He just hasn't made many mistakes at all, and when he has, they've been out of the zone.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. 0-2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command, 1-2.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Getting set for the 7th inning now with the Mets out on top. But first, let's check out the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Paco Rodriguez is on the pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Paco Rodriguez.
Asdrubal Cabrera will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Asdrubal Cabrera.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Well, that's just unfair right there. I mean, most guys throw a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. He's throwing a 91-mile-an-hour slider.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. This is hit softly to third, and this will be gobbled up fairly easily down there at third for the first down.
And here's a situation where maybe if he's trying to go with this pitch, he might hit this ball a little bit harder. But instead, he's up there trying to pull it, and he hardly gets anything on this line drive at all.
Here's Juan Lagares. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike one. One out, nobody on. Swinging a soft liner. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Now batting, right fielder, Robert Vinson.
Robert Vinson gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, heading for second now. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
Boy, when you hit a ball into the gap like that, I don't care who the outfielders are. You have no chance of chasing that thing down. Splits the outfielders perfectly, in for an easy double. And boy, you got some things going now.
Here's Lucas Duda now. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
And the runner's breaking for third. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
Wow, if that throw's on target, that might be the third out of the inning, but I think he surprised him a little bit behind the plate because he rushes his ball down to third and the throw's too high.
Here it comes on 0-2. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
One and two, here it comes. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that two-seamer running in.
2 outs here with a runner at third. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
Hit out towards second. And a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. Mets leave one. They lead it 4-0. Leading off the inning, Hanley Ramirez, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
Starts him out with a sinker that's inside, 1-0. That command may be starting to drift a bit. It's 2-0 now.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
That's going to even up the count at 2-2. The plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Drilled right back up the middle, and that finds its way through. A leadoff single for Ramirez.
And this is where, as a team leader, he needs to set the example. His guys are down, but they're not out of this. And he comes through with a solid base hit that hopefully might just jumpstart this offense a bit.
Joel Pena will stand in. He's singled and popped out in his first 2 at-bats. And a curveball in for a strike.
Well, he started off this way, and he continues on. He's throwing first pitch strikes to 80% of the batters he's faced, and we're late in this ballgame, and that's why he's on top.
On at first is Ramirez with nobody out. On the ground to second base. This could be two. To Cabrera for one. On to Duda, a double play.
And it's the double play ball that bites him again. This is the third time now that they've hit into one so far. And you're just not going to win many ball games if you keep shooting yourself in the foot like that.
Earl Unger will stand in now with two away, and it's back to the drawing board here following the double play.
Yeah, and that was the third of the game so far, and it's going to be really hard to win when you're just giving away outs like that.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
And it looks like the scouting report says, work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job, because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Strike three called, and the inning is over. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They trail here 4-0. Kyle Major will be summoned from the bullpen now, so he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Kyle Major.
Basil Padilla will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
When you're 0 for 3 in a game already, I think you're really happy to see a new pitcher in this ballgame. Maybe something will change for him.
Skied into straightaway right. Chavis moves over. Makes the play, one away.
Now batting, catcher.
Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. Travis d'Arnaud steps in, and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park, just like he did in the second. Oh, and he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there, as this is cut on and missed for strike one. Think he'll see another one of those before this at-bat's through?
After that swing, I think you can just about take that to the bank.
Not the greatest at-bat thus far, as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
Well, you know, the big key to throw on the slider is knowing when to throw it for a strike and then when to try to get a guy to chase out of the zone. Once he gets ahead out there, you know he loves to get you to chase.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Yeah, a smart pitch there. If you got him to reach for it 0-1, maybe he'll do it again 0-2.
Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
Well, this is probably the toughest pitch to pick up when you're dealing with those shadows out there. You just can't pick up that spin the way you could earlier, and he misses this one by plenty.
Here's Neil Walker, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1.
When he's got that slider working the way he wants it, it can be such a weapon for him.
Oh, 0-1. Here it comes. Not able to hold on there as he swings through a pitch in the dirt, and it doesn't look good for him now. Down 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets, but they're in front 4-0. A.J. Ellis will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Curveball looked at here for strike 1. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Vincent is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. I mean, shutout intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Tony Chavis will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
Good breaking ball there. Had him frozen. Strike 1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Huh. He's feeling it now. I mean, this is turning into a clinic out there.
Ground ball left side. Padilla takes it in. Throw gets him. 2 down.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Wellington Castillo will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 6, Wellington Castillo.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Swing and a flare hit toward right. In there, a base hit.
Back into the stretch for him again as we take a look at his line so far. It's almost like he's kept that shutout going with smoke and mirrors because he's definitely given up his share of base runners. They just haven't amounted to anything so far.
Yonder Alonso will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Hit to short. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 1 left for L.A. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Jeffrey Harden will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Trey Kearney will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
And the way these guys have been swinging at everything, I'm surprised you didn't go after that one, too.
Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
In tight with the slider, 2-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, one thing you learn real quick as a rookie, you don't get any easy at-bats at this level. You got to be thinking up there every single pitch, because guys up here, they'll tear you apart if you don't.
Standing in now, Steve Mattson. As with 1 away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Grounded back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Boy, he's doing it all out there so far. Not only is he pitching a great game, but he gets in on the act offensively as well.
Asdrubal Cabrera digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
From the stretch. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Hit back up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
Boy, you talk about a ball having eyes. First off, he's fortunate to get this one by the pitcher. It's not hit especially hard, but you'll see it get past second base where neither middle infielder can track it down. And it'll make its way into center field.
Here's Juan Lagares as he goes after the first pitch and lines one out toward right center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And the run is in to score from second. The relay throw. And now they'll at least get an out at third here as he's tagged out, but 2 runs are already in to score.
Well, once this ball got out there, you figured it was a sure double, but he decided to risk it and try for 3. Take when you're already in scoring position. And here, it doesn't pay off.
Into the box, Robert Vinson, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. A 1 pitch on its way. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. Two out, nobody on. And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. So 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. 2, 3, and 4 set to kick off the bottom of the 9th. It's the Mets 6 and the Dodgers nothing. Alex Guerrero will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth, as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
Here's the pitch. And a curveball drops in there for strike one. Took something off the curveball there. 76 miles an hour. It's 0-2.
Oh, you like the way this guy is just going about his business here. He's got a big lead, but he's pitching like it's a tie game here in the ninth.
Turned on down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Well, that's a nice piece of defensive hitting right there. What I mean by that, with 2 strikes, you've got to open that zone up a little because you don't want to get caught looking at strike 3. So he lets it fly here on a pitch pretty well out of the zone, but he makes it work out for him.
So here's Matt Kemp now. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1.
Now here's a good spot to finally break through against this guy. You've got the leadoff man on, the heart of the order's coming up, and maybe this is a good chance to get that goose egg off the scoreboard.
Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
And this one's over at the knees, 2-1.
Pretty gutsy pitch there. 2-0 changeup for a strike.
A runner at first with no outs here. In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
The 2-2 pitch. Hot shot towards the hole. And that's in for his second hit of the afternoon.
Yeah, back-to-back singles here to start the inning, and that probably warrants a look at his line to this point. The numbers haven't been too bad all told, but he's got a situation unfolding right here that could cause those numbers to change in a hurry.
Hanley Ramirez will stand in now, and hey, give these guys credit. They're not going down without a fight.
I'll tell you what, they're not too far away from making a game out of this one after all.
Starts him out with a curveball for a strike. So now, after very few problems the first few innings, he's got himself into quite a pickle here.
And it's no surprise, it's the top of this lineup that's giving him fits.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Flip of his glove for one. Back to first, and Ramirez is also retired. It's a double play.
First baseman number 44, Joe Pena.
That is a sweet play right there. He's trying to get this ball to second quickly, so he fields it and scoops this thing all in one motion.
Joel Pena will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And he falls behind 0-2. Men on third with 2 down. And a swing and a miss as they definitely had him reaching for that one, and this ball game is over.
Well, we've talked about it all throughout this game. He was completely in charge, essentially, from pitch one. And now he finishes off a masterful performance here, getting the complete game shutout.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home Topps Player of the Game honors in this one.
Yeah, definitely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He was really in complete control the whole way through. Only really got into trouble a few times, and he winds up with the complete game shutout.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Mets come out on top, 6-0. So long from Southern California.